Hey YouTube. Hey y'all. Good morning. So with how bloated I be, for real, I'm gonna have to start wearing bigger t-shirts, yeah. And sweatpants. Uh, yeah. Bigger shirts. To cover up my protruding ass belly. I'll put some carpet deodorant down. Because I know it smell like whatever it smell like there. So spray. Hi Kingsley. Welcome to America. People with problems like me that just can't seem to catch a break sometimes. I do stupid stuff too, but yeah, it's rough. I'm pretty sure they dug through it in other countries. They go through a lot worse than we do when we complain about stuff that we go through. But everybody's journey and life experience is different. I got debilitating mental issues. I'm in therapy, seeming to make it worse. Uh, I got a lot of diagnoses mentally. I got borderline personality. I got PTSD. I got anxiety. I got depression. So that's a lot of people have those issues and they don't struggle as much as I do with stuff I struggle with. But even though it's a challenge and a struggle, some of the fucked up decisions that I make them knowingly. I know it could hurt me and endanger me, and I still do it. What is that? Is that ignorance? I'm very ignorant. But not to be down on myself though. I know what I know who the fuck I am. I can see it in myself, and I can see it in other people too. It's just it would have been a different other way. I would have been a product of some different shit. It started out early on, first when I was born. Like it starts for everybody. Speaking of when somebody was first born, at my old ass age, I do have a son. Gave him up for adoption. Felt like that was the best thing I could have done for him, regardless of whatever happened to him while he was somebody else's family. Me, myself, seeing these stories, of watching true crime, being the emotional, overly emotional person that I am, irrational, don't think stuff through like that. Imagine all the shit I would have put through my child for real if he was still with me. Imagine how much abuse at my own hands that child would have dealt with. But for me, I felt like the best thing that I could do, not abort the child, not abort the child, give him life, give him a chance. Recently, I don't know what, I've just been reckless and careless. And yeah, I'm still at that age where I can reproduce. So if biologically you do miss a date that you were supposed to give, and some other stuff happens too, like if there's any women out there that know, they know when your cycle starts and what's normal, what's not. It's not normal to be light. That's not normal for me. It might not be normal for, but look, listen, menopause, premenopause, perimenopause. There's so many different pauses of the mints I didn't know about. At my age, stuff happened, so we don't know what's going on right now with it. All I know was what I did, some risky behavior around that time that could have led to me carrying a child right now. If this happens to be actually what it is for real, I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell my people right now, because I have so many different mental issues. I have the option to have representative case management to help me through stuff. But this gonna be one of them things that I'm gonna have to figure out how to fill in on my own. I just don't want this to fuck up my housing situation because I have obtained um, housing because of my disability. I struggle through a lot, and I do without my family. I have friends, but they can only help so much. I have a few friends that I call family, but they can only help so much. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a good support team network to be out here by yourself. It don't matter how poor, how impoverished you are, what country you come from. If you don't have your family, you don't have really anything. And I never had that. Not for real, for real. I have siblings. I know who my birth mother is, but there was never no connection as far as the family goes. That's why it was so hard to make the decision I made. I'm just talking, but I'm talking. I'm being honest. I'm talking, and when I'm talking, I'm being honest. And I'm opening up myself to all kinds of scrutiny, yo. These people on YouTube will not care when they talk about you, tear you down. My thing is, if it don't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger. So even though people can use my whole life against me and tear me down, hold on, I gotta put this. All right, that's done and over with. So I feel a little bit better at ease, blah, 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 but not really. Um, this is one of them days where I just want to cry and ball up under the covers and just sleep all day. Probably end up happening too. Probably end up happening. But what was the purpose of this even? Mm, I do need a foot up my ass. That was the purpose that I was trying to hone in on. I've been doing reckless shit carelessly, and this is the month. This month, the coming month, the rest of this year, I need to start handling business. And if I do happen to be pregnant, that might be the foot up my ass that I need to get to moving with urgency and push, push, push. Like um, that message that crossed over that I got was telling me to do. Push, push, push. It's not gonna be easy. It's bad luck. The motherfucking shirt is bad luck. You're funny. You're funny. But I mean, it just suits. It suits me and the and the pink and the this. You know, it goes together. It's cute. I don't care. Give me some 49er. Give me some big T 49ers then. Especially if it's a baby bacon in there. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Like, you've done this before. You tricked yourself into thinking that you're pregnant and you're not. It happens. That's one of them things. But I know what I did. Yeah, baby daddy. I know exactly what I did. So, like, can't nobody tell me nothing. So, yep. I don't know yet, but it's something. There's something the matter. I feel like women know when there's something the matter with their body for real. And I don't take them tests lightly at all. Can't nobody tell me I'm imagining this. Like, they try to make me seem, my case managers try to make me seem like I'm crazy and always like being over dramatizing everything. And I'm not, bro. I know what the fuck I did. Like, I'm with me 24/7. You don't think I know what I did? I know what the fuck I did. And yeah, I do got a case manager. All my adult life, I had a case manager. I'm probably one of the most functional people that I know with a case manager. Functional meaning like I'm not a complete idiot. Like I'm really smart. But that don't mean shit. Like I still need help with a lot of stuff. I be going crazy. I be checking myself out. I be anxiety. Lord Jesus, I be wanting to I can't breathe. It be too much to the point to where I spiral, and then I end up, yeah, I end up back and forth in the mental hospital, which honestly feels like I wish the mental hospitals were still open forever. If I was in a mental hospital where it was like segregated, if I lived there and it was like segregated, like the women, the men separated and shit, because I can't be close to me. I can't be by y'all. Um, that's my weakness. It's me. So he is separated from the men's where I can't distract myself, use their attention as a drug. And then so here then a place like that where I always got my meds, where I always can, you know, eat. They make sure they feed us every day. They make sure we can wash our clothes. It's way harder. It's way harder not being in an institution like that where you really feel like you need all the help, support that you can get. That you barely holding and pushing along on your own. I'm just being real. It's hard out here. Whoever, I'm kind of mad at them, but I'm kind of like happy too because then we wouldn't be able to be free and like have lives of our own and stuff. We just be locked away in those institutions and we could never get out and they could torture us with like different like ways to treat our conditions, but it only makes it worse. Basically like their own way of like torturing us and like yeah, I don't know, it's sick. I don't even know why people get in professions like that where they can that it's okay for them to do that. Like that's some inhumane, psychopathic, sociopathic shit for real. It's crazy. It is. But yeah, I was just saying how I need a foot in my ass, really. I mean, there's stuff I really wait until the last minute to do it. At least I tried to do it though. It's something on my own. I tried, but at least they feel like, and this is true too. I feel like out of everything else, like the control I don't have over stuff, the control I do have over stuff is like paying for shit that needs to be paid for. But I've never had like full control of my shit. Like I don't know what I would do. Like if I'm in one of those states where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not thinking like that. Would I not pay my rent sometime? That's some crackhead shit to not pay your rent. Like what do you have to be doing to not pay your rent? That's as dumb as it gets. You gotta have a place to stay. And then you have to have electricity. And then you have to have um well you don't have to have Wi-Fi and shit like that, internet, but it helps. It helps a lot. Like especially the stuff I do when I don't have my phone. So it's kind of like either I have that, this internet, or I'll just get a phone. Did he say something and he retracted it? Is that let me tell you something, sir. Let me explain something to you. If you still up in here, how dare you come in here and retract a message like that? I can't see it. That I can't see it. What did you really say? And how is it that they can let you do that? I want to know what you said. I want to know what the fuck you said. What did you say? There's no way I could find it. Like he know he strategically did that shit for real. This is a real. This guy. Shit. This guy. I ain't gonna let him get to me today though, Lord. Nah. He's not the one that did it either. But I want to be mad at East Dad now. Like he's the one responsible for all this stuff that I'm going unnecessary shit that I'm going through right now. It's his fault. He got dad at the end of his name. It's his fault. Spoken like a person with true daddy issues. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Be there for your daughters. Love them, protect them from the world if you can. Teach them better than what was taught to us. Be patient with them. Be kind to them. Be real with them. And don't do nothing to hurt them or take advantage of them. Them girls. Them girls is so precious. Y'all be wanting sons so bad. I want a little me. I want a little me, but the daughters, man, that's gonna teach you to have softness and compassion. If it don't, then you just a cold-blooded, cold-hearted motherfucker. There's no help for you to be a better person, a good person. You just not it. To hurt a little girl is crazy to me. I look at them for real. I see now why I was coddled and sheltered the way I was, being the only one in the house, even though I wasn't with my biological family, being the only girl in the household. Yeah, I was super coddled, super coddled. And I feel like I could do everything that they do, though, secretly. Though. They telling me not to do it, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I don't do the norms thing. I try to fight adversities or things that people or challenges, stuff that people say that I can't do. Try to fight past that. But my body and my mind allows me to see where I'm at right now, what I'm capable of doing right now, versus stuff that I have to train myself to eventually do. But it'll never be. It'll never be. I'll never have a functionality to the capacity of a normal person. It's just it. Never say never, right? And they say God can change everything. God can restore you and make you anew. No, that's not what the plan was to me. Not to restore me to make me anew. It was to help me to make the best out of a fucked up situation. That's what God wanted. Always make the best, even if you have the least. Um, I've been humbled. I've been taught so many lessons through my life. All the stuff that I did, I feel like, yeah, it was meant for me to go through what I went through as an adult, or what I'm still going through now, because shit, I was so I was so nasty to the one person that loved me through it all and did her best. I was so nasty to her. And even as being an adult, being more free to be myself and do as I just be free and expressive how I want to. Um, I feel like I let her down. That's the most that's the most seriously heartbreaking letdown in my life is her. And people knew her even being my mom. I felt like it's not my real mom, but it's my mom. That's the lady that raised me. Some of that should have rubbed off on me, right? No, no. I did try, and I did have compassion towards groups of people, especially women. Women is always my weak spot. As much as I love men for my own reason, the women as far as like support, understanding, listening, caring, nurturing, stuff that women's supposed to do naturally. And seeing all these different strong women that take on the world every day. Um, it had to be hard for my mom when her husband died, and how she kept every day doing what she had to do for I don't know how long he was passed away for. I think he passed away. I think he passed away early 2000s, the earliest 2000s. Probably a year before my son was born. And they had the same birthday and everything, bro. Both Geminis, June the 6th. Yep. But yeah, whenever I think about them, hmm, it's good memories. Just like I know Christopher Gardner, he loved that man like that was his dad. That was the reason why he became as successful as he did. If he didn't write that in that book or show that in that movie, that Mr. Gardner was the reason, one of the reasons why he kept pushing. That was one person that believed in him and treated him like a son through everything. I was so proud of him. Even though he had dealt with homelessness and all this other stuff he had dealt with, still would motivate him, support him, spend time with him, talk to him, uplift him, and it paid off. Because look at him now. The only thing I hate about Christopher's success is that he forgot about mom when my mom was not that type to forget about nobody. She would help people even though she was struggling. She was that type of woman. She could bear, she would make sure you eat. She would make sure you have some money in your pocket. If you don't have anything, like she was such a giving, kind, caring, loving person for real. To people that weren't even her kids, because we weren't her kids. Them people that went to church with us that called her mama, them weren't her kids either. So sometimes when I see Miss Ruby, even though Miss Ruby ain't nowhere near age of my mom, nowhere near, because she would have been, yeah, She died at 96 in 2020. So yeah, she be 100 by now, damn near. Or yeah, that's a long life of living. Her stories about being raised in the South and how they grew up on the farms and how they had. She was the oldest and she had all these chores that she had to do, and how she would cook for all her siblings and her. You know what I'm saying? She did everything. That's probably why she's the woman that she was to the day that she died. Just doing a whole bunch of everything for real. Like she was, it feels like she invented that the term multitasking. Oh, if I could be as busybodied and get stuff done as much as she did, for real. Wow. She had to keep herself busy like that too. Otherwise, she felt like she wasn't doing much. So after the kids had grown up and moved out of the house, and she was pretty much there by herself in that same house that she first got when um, her and Archie got their first place together when they was in the maintenance people of the church no more. This is how loyal these people are for real. They stay at the church. They stayed at the church for years. All my life, you know what I'm saying? All the man, she stayed at the church for like 40, 50 some years. That was her church. That was where she had her funeral there. Some of my childhood friends had their funerals there. Margot Span, is that her name? She was a journalist that went to our grew up with us and stuff. The Spans were like reverends, deacons, or no, something important in the church for real. And so yeah, it only makes sense that they children will grow up to have uh prestigious, honorable jobs like journalists, doctors, lawyers. Um, I don't know any psychologists or anything like that, but yeah, some of them wants to be ministers as well. But yeah, I'm about to get up off of here. Y'all don't want to hear me talking. Bye. I'll be back later, probably to sleep.